I came to Neuron in 2000, and now I'm responsible for leading the team that puts out Neuron every 2 weeks. So we're interested in neuroscience from genetics, development, through molecular cellular neuroscience, systems, circuits, tools, human neuroscience. As long as it's about the brain and how the brain works, we're interested. The big topic that I think is on everyone's mind, and I think we have some ideas on how to deal with it, but not yet a lot of good steps, is around just big data, the mass of data that's going to come from these new kinds of recordings, whether they're optical or electrical, the big data that's coming out of genetics that we're going to try to integrate with our circuit understanding. And that's more, data than I think individual brains can handle. There needs to be kind of new ways of thinking about that, and there are pockets of expertise around big data analytics, new ways of both looking at the data, analyzing it, modeling it, but that's not, I'd say, a core strength of most people in the field. And so I think that's going to really take both bringing in people from the outside who are used to dealing with, say, big data in the tech world, computer science, mathematicians, but also retraining biologists. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that there's real expertise that comes from people who are just hardcore biologists, but they need to know how to kind of intersect with this sort of big data approach now. One thing we're thinking a lot about at the journal is how to kind of improve and help scientists improve, I should say, the rigor of the experimental design and the way people then analyze their data, so that the insights that a scientist might put forward in a paper just have more long-term potential, that they're reproducible, that people can build, that it's not limited to the scope of the paper, but that there's sort of a trail of papers that might come behind it and build on it and do other great things. I just love neuroscience. I love being editor of Neuron because there's so much interesting research going on, but also because you don't really know exactly where it's going. I mean, I think right now, I think you could feel it at this meeting, that there's just this bubbling of excitement and potential, and you kind of want to harness that to realize that potential. But at the same time, you do want to interject a little bit of caution and sort of stepwise, okay, let's see, do we understand enough to go to this next step? Do we need to understand more in this other domain? So I think it's the, balancing the complete enthusiasm to want to go gung-ho and fix everything there is about the brain, and also being kind of pragmatic and modest as a field and acknowledging that we don't know all that much yet. I would say find something that you're really interested in, and something where you feel like you have either, the core of a talent that you can develop or just a natural talent that you can bring to it. But I try to, when I'm counseling students, I often tell them, just don't go after the latest, hottest thing. I think about where you can make a big difference, where, you not being there would make a difference in terms of something not moving forward. That's a place where you can have an impact.